Soviet socialism. Not socialism.
Every word of that
Fascism.
was just lit to me. I
So-
mean, every syllable was just like, ugh.
Quick north and that's it. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm from the Midwest, sir.
There's a town in West Virginia called Big Ugly.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
I love these facts so much.
Dude, there were legit 5 jokes running through.
Imagine right now
Where you come from? Big Ugly.
Yeah, that checks out. That ain't surprising at all.
Big, ugly West
Just look at your
Virginia.
ID. Are you the mayor?
Because, like, even, like, out of context, it's just like big, ugly West Virginia. It's like, hey, our state isn't that bad. It's like, no, I'm just saying a city. It's a place that exists.
Big Ugly, comma, West Virginia. Oh, I would hate it.
Oh, legitimately.
Imagine you're a basketball star hailing from Big Ugly, West Virginia.
Nintendo absolutely knows about the internet Triton because like a couple months after the Bowsette thing happened, they changed the crown description. It was just like only Toadette can wear this crown. So it's just like kill that noise. Martin Luther King Jr. earned a C in his public speaking class during his 2 semesters in seminary school.
Who is that teacher?
Who's the dude?
Okay, is it a white teacher? And is that the reason why? Who was the dude that... Because you know you gotta wake up one day and just 20 years later...
That mom changed everything.
I gave him a motherfucking C.
He wrote the I Have a Dream speech in school. He's just like, why are you writing about dreams? Dreams are for children.
You'll never make it, Martin. This is trash.
Or does the dude wake up like, yeah, my C incentivized him to get
Inspired
better?
Y'all know I was his teacher.
Yeah.
And I told him that I was pushing him to do better.
Apply yourself.
Oh my goodness.
You can go one or two ways with that way. Either A, I'm a fraud, or B, I'm inspiring people so hard that I inspired the civil rights movement. Just through my teaching.
It's just some like physicist teacher in like the 30s is like, oh man, look, I'm looking through all these old papers that I got, physics papers. Look at this D- I gave to this kid named Albert Einstein.
Oh, no, surely that can't be the same one.
Dude, imagine Stephen King in a creative writing class. It's like, C-, sir. Your adjectives, I don't know what you're doing. A dog with rabies, what's up?
In Tupac in math class, the teacher just comes up, Tupac, what I tell you about white raps in class?
You're not gonna make it with this. You need these numbers. Get some bucks in you. And then 4 years later, you gotta dance around to slip up. You want to close making it.
You know I taught Sue Tupac.
Oh, dude, I would never sleep.
I'd be shaking.
The PS5 in a year has outsold the Wii U's lifetime sales.
Y'all leave the Wii U alone. Try his best.
Hey, consumers did.
Accurate.
That's hot.
Yes, it is.
I'm bored.
Early
Yes, it is.
adopter.
Exactly what we're going for.
Oh, dude, I will never forget that woman with all them Wii U's in the back of her car, thinking she was gonna flip them boys.
Oh, someone tried to do that near you guys?
No, it's a viral picture.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that.
You never seen it?
No.
Oh, dude, I'll look it up.
I think I've seen this.
It's unfortunate. Let's see what else we got. Well, actually.
Yep, all I had to look up was Wii U woman.
Wii U woman. Oh, this is gonna be
Get
good.
some. Get some, y'all.
Wii U.
No, I already got it on. For you.
Oh, okay.
Where's it going?
He posted it in chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Scalper beautifully boned.
Oh, those are like even. Ooh. There's probably like 2 per box in the boxes behind her too. Yikes.
Boys in the back seat and everything.
Yeah, you can see him on the console. Dude, this is at least 10?
She's like, this is my retirement.
Yeah, she thought she was gonna flip these for double because remember the Wii was having supply issues, so this is the next console of the Wii, so why wouldn't I do it?
She didn't find it odd that she can buy in 15 of them?
Day one in the store.
Yeah, I was because of like what the day I went through trying to get a Wii when it first came out, where I lucked the fuck out. By someone's generosity, which where's that in this world? Where I was just so concerned about getting a Wii U day one, where I just walked into GameStop. I'm like, you guys got Wii U's? Yeah. Oh. Okay.
And no waste there, bruh.
Yep.
Remember at my GameStop, they had a tower of them to just for people to grab and go.
Yeah,
Why do you even gotta pay, Pimpin'? Just go ahead and take it.
because they thought it was gonna be another Wii situation where they were just gonna fly off the shelf. They probably overstocked and everything.
Oh yeah, GameStop for real had that problem.
Please take these. We need to put we have another display that we need to put here.
$100 off, please, anybody.
Can I get this keychain? Absolutely. And here's
Scott.
your complimentary Wii U.
I'm good.
Wii U featuring the upcoming great title Zombie U. Remember that one? That was one of their big
They
hype
ported it.
titles.
They ported
Yeah,
it to like
yeah.
PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation 4. It was on PlayStation Plus.
I played it at a con. That was a fun game.
It was decent. I got it because it was a launch game.
I will just never forget that trailer. Everybody's just like, end? What?
Oh, I remember Mike hyping that bullshit up. Oh, I remember. It's so innovative where you're just like a zombie's coming and you gotta look down and go shit, 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 and try to get your thing as opposed to pause, find item. Oh, I remember you hyping that bullshit
Yeah.
up. Oh,
Oh wow, yeah. I'm having flashbacks to that now too.
oh man.
It's a lot better in the Zelda games that came out for Wii U. Having the menu management there.
I minored in history with a focus on the development of Western European socialism. Not socialism,
Every word of that
fascism.
was just lit to me. I
So-
mean, every single syllable was just like,
I'm
ugh.
quick north and that's it. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm from the Midwest, sir.
There's a town in West Virginia called Big Ugly.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
I love these facts so much.
Dude, there were legit 5 jokes running through my mind.
Imagine right now where you come from. Big Ugly. Yeah, that checks out. That ain't surprising at all.
Big, ugly West
Just look at
Virginia.
your ID. Are you the mayor?
Because like even like out of context, it's just like big, ugly West Virginia. It's like, hey, our state isn't that bad. It's like, no. I'm just saying a city. It's a place that exists.
Big ugly, comma, West Virginia. Oh, I would hate it.
Oh, legitimately.
Imagine you're a basketball star hailing from big ugly West Virginia.
Nintendo absolutely knows about the Internet Triton because like a couple months after the Bowsette thing happened, they changed the crown's description. It was just like, only Toadette can wear this crown. So it's just like, kill that noise. Martin Luther King Jr. earned a C in his public speaking class during his 2
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 280. 20 away from the big 300. We've been doing this too long.
This is Sparta.
Yeah.
Some type of joke there. Sparta kick someone down the well.
It's okay. You're sick. We're you're not in your A game.
Yeah, work something in there. Make it happen.
All right, we are officially into November.
It's already too much.
I would expect. I'd expect cold weather. But no, it was like almost 80 degrees this weekend.
Yeah. I think the last 2 winters, I don't think we saw snow here until December.
It is so it ping pongs back and forth every year. Like sometimes it'll snow before Halloween, like full blown blizzards before Halloween. Sometimes you won't see anything until like Christmas Day.
The last blizzard I saw for Halloween, I think, was one of the Yomicons. But that was like
yes,
4 years ago, I want to say.
Because and that kind of goes to the whole coin flip thing. It's always like, is this going to be a warm Yomicon or is it going to be a cold as fuck Yomicon? And then when we walk to Greektown, it's torture.
Yeah.
Oh boy! So actually, that is where Mr. Da is right now, seemingly.
Yeah,
well,
he's probably back because
I was
I
gonna
think
say,
it ends at 5 on
yeah.
Sundays.
But
I probably just haven't seen him.
he's probably just conked out somewhere.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
So yeah,
so he's super mad because they were announcing guests last minute. Like the con starts Thursday and they would announce a guest he likes on Wednesday. So he was waking up hours earlier than he wanted to, setting alarms so he could finish collages and start collages and do entire collages before he went to Yomicon.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm still like
he
half
is
shocked he even
tired.
went.
It's autographs. What are you gonna do? It's right
Yeah.
up.
I know,
from,
but it's like I
and
knew he was gonna go, but I'm still just like, damn, he really went.
I feel like if he could have got refunded for the platinum or it pushed back another year, he wouldn't have went. But he's not just gonna let his platinum sit there.
Yeah.
Fair.
Which
Also,
was,
real quick, Mike,
also worthless.
why is the Smash Arena rules auto message still playing when it's the podcast?
Oh, I turned it off. That was at the very, very beginning before I even started the stream.
Okay, that threw me for a second there. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Da is not here. What's up, Alfonso?
Nope.
Yeah, I turned on. Hey, Iwakas, thank you for the resubscription for 15 months.
Been here since the beginning.
It doesn't.
You're doing too much.
It's absurd, but thank you. And Amber.
There we go.
All right. Fun. Thank
Dang,
you guys.
Hawkus, dang indeed.
Beat you to it. Okay. So, there's obviously one main thing to talk about, but let's not talk about that right at the start. But even before that, of course, weekly reminder, Black Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, get your vaccines and boosters, wear your masks in crowded places like conventions, support Ukraine, support LGBT rights, support body autonomy, pay your employees what they're worth, don't fire your employees en masse.
Can we shorten that
be good to
fucking
each other.
monstrous list down into a very simple
Be good to each
support
other.
sensibility?
Be good to each other. That's my last thing that I have on there.
Common
Legit,
sense
like
is not common.
True.
I didn't say common sense. I said sensibility. Sensibility.
Sensibility is part of common sense. It's sense.
Yeah, but it's not common. The phrase "common sense" involves the whole idea that sensibility is common. What I'm saying is support sensibility. Support the idea that you're using sense. It needs to come back to be common. It is not common. It has not been common in a very long time. We have derailed so strongly. Support sensibility. Do things that are actually right and not just in your own self-interest.
Oh, God.
Be sensible.
Here's the
Work for the greater good.
you done fit up because what is right? Right is in the eye of the beholder. For some people, right is not having black people on the planet. They are clearly not right, but they are right to them. That's why when you say sensibilities fluctuates per person based on whatever
Oh,
their
it does.
belief or
Right or
system
wrong
is.
isn't dictated by like stone tablet here. sensibility is like the modern good is what is inferred there with that one. It always changes, it's always evolving, it's always fluctuating based on the need and the opinion of the common culture as it was. Just right now, the understood decent modicum that you can reach is just be good to people. That's what's sensible. That's what's sensible now. That's what everybody's fighting for now.
There's a key word in that, and that what you said, and that is understood.
Some people lack the understanding. Oh, I'm sorry, Triton. I'm sorry that I'm not bringing up a fact from 1642 that you can clap about. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I just saw Hawaka says, when do we get acronyms for the entire list? Right now, in the order I have, it would be BSGWSSSP.
Jesus.
Sure.
Yeah, it's sort of stop being shit to people. There we go. Your weekly reminder to not be shit to other people.
But
there you go. We've shortened it down. It's one sentence. Let's keep it that from now on.
Speaking of being good to each other, Dan Radcliffe, because as I was reading, support LGBTQ rights. Good being
he
that
really
one.
just went, fuck that bitch.
Yeah, he just made it a point again to be extremely vocal and being like, I support trans people. I support the LGBTQ community. You guys are valid. You guys are people. You guys deserve to not get persecuted. And just like there are people amongst the Potter fandom and like the Potter world that support you. He's a good beat on that one. Also, as anyone else here, I watched it this past weekend, watched the Weird Al movie.
No, I haven't yet.
It is really good.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Dan, kills it. Go ahead.
Of course. I had planned to watch a couple movies this weekend, but then I no longer felt well, so I went no. It's so funny. I just no longer felt like doing anything. But I did before I got sick. I watched. But go ahead, go with the Weird Al thing.
So yeah, Radcliffe kills it. I mean, the entire thing is like super fabricated and false, but it just like it goes to the correct amount of absurd. And I don't want to give things away, but like Weird Al himself is in the movie. Just the different pulls and references that they do. There's oddly a lot of action scenes where it's just like, all the rumors where it's like, is Daniel Radcliffe going to be the next Wolverine? And then you see some of these scenes, you're like, he could probably do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very, very good movie. Very funny. Highly recommend it. It's for free. Like if you have a Roku device, you can watch it for free. There's ads, which is the only unfortunate thing, but like, again, it's fucking free. Yes, heavy air quotes on origin story. The heaviest of air quotes.
It's an Elseworlds tale.
Mm-hmm. The elsest of worlds. Oh boy. Yeah, I definitely want to talk about it once you guys see it, just because there's just the one like core aspect that like leads to like the biggest point of contention in the movie in terms of like the plot is really good.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be worth waiting for DA too, because he loves Weird Al.
Mm-hmm. All right, so going on, there's just a bunch of other small bits of news, and of course the big one.
Before
BG,
you go on, while we were talking about a movie, I saw Smile, and I really didn't like that movie.
Oh.
And the reason I didn't like it is it felt like it didn't know what it wanted to be. It was too fast for a slow burn, creepy type of thing like Hereditary or It Follows.
Mm-hmm.
But it was too slow for something like Sinister or The Conjuring or The Nun, those type of jump scary movies.
Yeah.
There's definitely jump scare aspects to it, but it's muddled in between like 30 minutes of just dreariness.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't like how disjointed it felt. I didn't like that movie.
I enjoyed
and
the
I'm sad about it.
viral marketing of it.
Oh yeah, they were go to baseball games.
Yeah.
And they just smile creepily throughout the game.
They were
Yeah, that was
just
great.
they were just behind the plate.
Yeah,
But
that was great.
just creepily smiling the entire dang time.
I even like the premise of why people can see it and what causes it and stuff. And I don't want to spoil it because there are some people that are going to want to see it.
Mm.
But I liked a lot of it. It's just like I didn't like enough of it, and I think that's what really makes me not like it. Is I didn't like as much as I wanted to like.
Good premise, subpar execution.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, with Hereditary, there'd be these long, like 2-minute side shots just panning across the room as things are going to chaos, like in the beginning with the kid in the accident. And this, it would be like, instead of 2 minutes, it'd be 25 seconds.
Triton.
And then it just go to the next thing.
Triton.
No, we're not acknowledging this kid. We're not acknowledging this kid.
This hurts.
Educate yourself. No,
This-
just we're gonna end. Educate yourself, and we're moving on. Next,
And it
keep going.
hurts.
Next thing. That's it. We're done.
Yeah.
You saw One Piece Red, correct? As well, BG?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I'm going to see it on
Just saw
Tuesday.
it Friday with the fam. I will say, I liked it. I wish I knew a little bit more about it going in because I did not expect it to be what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I liked it. I think DA rated it a way too highly. I think he gave it like a 7.5 or an 8. It's like a 6.57. It's a
Okay.
good movie.
Alrighty.
It's not my favorite of the Oda created movies, but it's not one where I'm just gonna go like eh. Like
What-
Stampede, I feel very about because it's just a spectacle. And
What
once
is
you're
your
past the
favorite
spectacle-
Oda produced one?
Probably Z. Film Z.
Okay.
I know DA's is Film Gold.
I think I've seen Gold and Stampede. I need to watch a good chunk of the other movies.
Yeah, Z's good. I mean, with the Oda stuff, you only really need Strong World, Z,
Yeah.
Gold.
There's the one that I want to see, just like, and this is just coming from Animation Boy. The one with like the worm made of worms. It was done by the guy who made Summer Wars. Animation Studio. Just because it's so visually different from just about any other One Piece movie, and just I enjoy that guy's movies in general. I don't remember the director's name off the top of my head, but
I think that was like Film 6 or something.
yeah, I know it was like
It was
earlier-ish
older.
on.
Yeah.
I think it was even before like Gear 2nd, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, everyone has their opinion on what's the best and what's their favorite and stuff, Gavin. I like Film Z a lot. I understand Gold, and I understand Gold. I understand it.
All right, so moving on, we got other tiny little tidbits. We got The Last of Us show has a release date. It is premiering January 15th on HBO Max. If anybody's
So, thoughts on that?
it looks like The Last of Us, but live action.
But that's the thing. That's what I'm getting at here. Is let's say this is good. Air quotes here, good. Thinking about it, are we really excited to see game narratives brought to cinema, essentially?
Yeah,
Like, this is a literal one-to-one adaptation of game story.
It's not
It's a
101,
show.
but it's very close.
Yeah,
I am-
Go ahead.
I am very fine with it as long as it's done well and it's given the source material its due. Because I wouldn't even care if they diverged heavily from it, like a Halo,
Sonic
if
the
Halo
Hedgehog.
was good.
Yeah.
If I wouldn't care if they diverged from it a lot, like the Resident Evil series. If the Resident Evil series of movies were good, the first one was good. It didn't really follow the first Resident Evil game, but I think
didn't
that
need
was a
to.
very good movie.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm getting at.
The Silent
Well-
Hill movies weren't one for ones, but they were the first one was a very good movie.
Well, that's what I'm getting at, is I've come to find that cinema, TV, movie adaptations of these game franchises that break away from the game's narrative and do their own thing with the world building and lore have become more interesting to me because they give us more to build on rather than the one-to-one adaptations of taking the game narrative and making that. With liberties, of course, there's always going to be liberties. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about taking the actual game narrative and then copy-pasting that with CG or IRL.
I understand that because it's very much like Batman being a lot of people's favorite hero, and that there's an inlaid interest in him since he's just a guy with no superpowers. There's an inlaid interest in this is a story in a universe that I care a lot about that I have never seen before.
Yes.
These are tangentially the characters like the Resident Evil series from Netflix. There's Wesker there. But this is nowhere near the Wesker I know. So there's an interest to learn about this Wesker and this, whatever this Raccoon City is and Umbrella is and this stuff. Again, I am fine with both 1-for-1s and Divergents as long as they're good. I would rather have a good 1-for-1 than a bad Divergent. I'd rather have a good Divergent than a bad 1-for-1.
Yeah.
Either like House of the Dead, when they would just cut in clips of the video game from it, or Doom when they would go into first person mode during it.
Oh, like, I
don't want that crap. It's trash.
That was so
honestly
bad.
Good examples of like recent movies of both. I mentioned Sonic the Hedgehog, and that's like a Divergence. It's like almost nothing to do with the game story, and it's just Sonic in the real world. And then a movie that kind of followed the game story with its own liberties was Detective Pikachu. The story is like pretty darn similar to the Detective Pikachu game.
Yeah.
And they were both good.
Correct.
But they were good.
It's like, I guess I'm with properties like Castlevania and Arcane that take the game lore and world building and characters and spin them in an original story. I am more interested in that now. I've come to find.
I understand.
I don't care to really see a game narrative made linear on cinema. I'm not interested anymore.
Yeah. I feel like it depends on the franchise too. I feel like it depends on the franchise because, like, to me, I honestly would probably never, at this point now, would want to see a Zelda movie because you have to answer the question of, well, what the fuck does Link say? And that just then it's kind of breaking to the world.
Well, to be fair, they gave Zelda a voice.
Sure, but like that. But again, the whole thing about Link being a silent protagonist and that being like a very, very big thing, and like you as a player seeing yourself in as Link, and kind of basically it's like you yourself kind of give him the personality you think he should have. Once you actually once you give him a personality, then I think that would be a lot for a lot of fans to like. It'd be hard to get around that.
See, I'm not as with you on that one because I feel like as long as it's done well, like Isaac was not done well. I don't like his personality in Dead Space. So I think that's the issue that a lot of people had with Talking Isaac in the sequels and now the remake, as opposed to the original where he was a silent protag. If Link's personality was good, I don't think fans would be too jarred.
Yeah, like we had to see a successful example of it, I think, before.
Well, here's the thing: is like Link also isn't with Isaac. You don't see facial like reactions. You don't see body language as much. He's in a giant suit. Whereas Link is emotive. He is.
True.
He is highly emotive.
Yeah.
Like you see his facial, features adjusting, eyebrows raised, furrowed eyebrows, what he reacts to positively, what he reacts to negatively. There's a lot of room to take that character and make him faithful to like fan expectations. I feel like Link wouldn't be not hard. he wouldn't be impossible
Yeah.
to pull off really well.
It doesn't help that the only there's only 2 references of him having a voice, and they both are fucking terrible too.
Yeah.
And there's
That's probably more than
there's the cartoon that will excuse me, princess, and then the CDI games of how about a kiss? I won. So
We don't
there's
acknowledge
there's
those
that
as
bias too.
real.
But like the one, honestly, at least in terms of like Nintendo stuff and stuff that I'm a big fan of, I want to see a fucking Metroid movie. I feel like Metroid would work really fucking good as like a movie or a TV show.
Okay, but who do you cast? Who do you cast as Samus?
That, I mean, obviously that's a big one. I'm not too sure, but I think Metroid.
AJ, who are you casting as Samus? I know you have to have an opinion.
What's old girl from? She was in the remake of Carrie. It's like Anya something.
Yelena.
You have a cell phone.
Yelena's actress.
Oh yeah, Yelena's actress would be fantastic. Actually.
Okay, I can see that.
But here's the issue with bringing Samus to life. We've seen something recently with the female character brought to life, and I found it exceptionally boring. And it's a character that does have a personality, and that's Lara Croft. But the movie was boring.
The movies.
No,
Plural.
the Angelina Jolie one was fine. I'm talking about the most recent version of it.
Oh.
But with Samus, you kind of have to construct a personality around her.
That's the thing though. She does have one. It's just not in the game media.
See, but that's what I mean. You'd
But I'm saying there is actual documented content
Yeah, sure.
of her.
What if you get directors like The Witcher who don't care?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's a risk for anything. Like I'm not gonna kind of debate on that.
My whole thing is constructing a personality for her. It'd be no more or less jarring than constructing one for Link.
I don't think so. I think she actually has a documented personality. Like you're not constructing one. There is one that exists. Versus all the Links have potentially different personalities and different characteristics. Samus is a singular character, and she does have a documented personality.
Okay, but we also have a documented personality in Metroid Other M. Are we going to drop from that?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of part of it, honestly.
It was awful.
And the writing sucked. I would say that's more a writing problem than anything. But to me, just in terms of the scope or the tone of the film and that, Metroid itself was based heavily off of the Alien franchise. You can make that into like a thriller, sci-fi kind of horror thing, especially, I mean, with the Metroids, like their whole thing is they suck the life out of you, turn you into just a lifeless, decayed husk. So I think there's a lot of potential there to make a good movie. And in terms of just
I feel like you'd kind of have to trick a general audience into seeing it by calling it like Iran or something.
Maybe, probably. But yeah, just out of like just about any of the game franchises that I would want to see as a movie, Metroid's my top one by far. How about you guys?
And this is this is my homerism, of course. But with the advent of things like Game of Thrones and stuff, and the Wheel of Time, I would have loved to have seen a Dragoon series.
Okay.
That's again that's my
homerism.
A Dragoon? You can't even get a Dragoon remake, man.
Of course not. But that's what I'm saying. If there was a possibility of a dream title for me with the advent of the Game of Thrones stuff, I feel like the medieval era of Legend of Dragoon would play heavily into the things people would like to see.
No More Heroes movie.
No More Heroes would be an insane property.
Nah, it's too crazy.
No, hey, Scott Pilgrim, man. Scott Pilgrim exists.
But Scott Pilgrim flopped. That's what I mean.
Well, the movie was not good.
Crazy. It'd be too crazy for people to go see it.
Well, that movie was a little not.
No, it was so good.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I will not allow this slander of Scott Pilgrim.
Same here. What the fuck, man?
That movie was great.
Maybe I'm misremembering because it's been a
Yeah,
long
no, you
Yes,
are.
you are. Go watch it
The
again.
Scott Pilgrim was great.
Was it? I thought
Yo,
it was all over the place.
oh, yes.
It is so
Oh!
fucking good.
It's so good.
I have so little memory of that movie now, I guess.
There
Don't
was-
even.
There was a point where just like I would have that movie on repeat going to bed, specifically too because of the menu music was so fucking soothing too. Just the bass line.
You suck.
Bum, 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 bum,
I don't-
bum, bum, bum,
I,
bum,
well,
bum.
I mean, I did edit the fucking movie. I liked it at some point. I guess it's just I'm just too far removed from it.
Go
where I don't
watch it
remember
again.
Enough about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It is my soul movie. Like that is honestly my favorite movie of all time. I don't think it's the best movie of all time. It is my favorite movie of all time, though.
Your soul movie.
Yes.
See how
I'm
see
trying
how-
to process that statement.
I don't see how. Oh, you know what would be a great franchise to do?
Mm.
Dang, what's that horror game? Fatal Frame. A
Oh
Fatal Frame movie would be fantastic for this jump scary people.
Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, it's you taking pictures trying to capture ghosts.
I'd say Assassin's Creed, but yeah.
Oh, I say Resident Evil, but we see what they're doing. You're 0 for 8. Well, 1 for 8.
I was about to say the first one.
First one.
Even
Dude,
like
this-
what?
this
There's only
recent
like
version
one
was
good
trash.
3D animated one, right? It was just like the first one with Claire.
Yep. Yeah, the first one was good.
The second one
Maybe the second one had parts that were good enough.
was the second. The
to
second
get
one was in
into
the
it.
airport, right? Or no, the first one was in the airport. What was the
Yeah.
second one?
I think the second one was where they were fighting on the roof, and it was that goofy choreography with it.
Oh, whoa. That's where they brought back the Las Plagas, right?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
that
okay,
was
okay.
that one.
Yes.
This most recent one was
Gun
that.
Kata.
Dude, it was awful. Call of Duty, I feel like you could definitely make Modern Warfare 1 into a movie. And I
But at that
think people
point,
would
like to
respond
me,
it.
that's just a war movie that just decided to take the name Call of Duty. You know?
I mean, but if you do Modern Warfare, you still have Ghost and Soap and all of
Yeah,
that.
there are characters.
And the No
There
Rush
are
and stuff.
characters. Yeah. Well, that's 2.
I mean, but I'm just saying Modern Warfare in general.
Okay.
They probably take aspects from all of them.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think-
okay. Hold on.
Gears would be trash.
In Mike's point, though, it would just play out like the fucking Bin Laden movie or any one of those other high impact
I mean, you can,
drama military movies.
I
you
feel
can
like the
say that, but can't
American Sniper.
Can't you say the same for Resident Evil just playing out like a zombie movie?
Yes and no,
if you
just
want to
because.
break it down.
Yes and no. You're not wrong, but in the regard of the aesthetic, when it comes to horror, there's a lot you can branch from with military flicks. It always. No, I'm not talking about possibility. I'm talking about what ends up happening. It's always a dude in combat fatigues with his M16 barreling down a hallway. It literally never ever changes up the formula,
You didn't play Call of Duty Zombies.
and they won't bring up zombies either.
Oh boy.
I'm just being legit about it. Like they always default to the base formula of it's about a guy with a gun. It's a soldier with a gun and fatigues. There we go. He's charging at a guy who's got brown skin. There you go, folks. Like that's what it just goes to.
Gavin,
It's boring.
I'm ignoring your comment about not liking the Scott Pilgrim graphic novel.
You're not ignoring it. You acknowledged it.
I'm acknowledging it and also contemplating a 1-week ban on the Discord, but
Which is fair. The graphic novel was good.
okay.
Unlike the boys one. I don't know what they were doing there. I will not hear a single red cent word on that being good.
Triton.
At some point, it's gotta be a meme at some point.
I feel like we just need a shirt that just says "what is" and just like air quotes, and then just the quote attributed to Triton.
be one of those like belt buckles that you can write your name in and it'll scroll across, and it's just a bunch of different words. What is Scott Pilgrim? What is Weird Al?
Wow. Okay. Other little tidbits
I
of news.
just-
That one lasted longer than I thought, but it was a good little topic. I like that.
Well, yeah, because I asked questions. That's usually how that goes.
New Pokemon was
Ralph asked
revealed.
questions.
Gimme Ghoul, which I actually kind of like. It's like a play on the D&D mimic.
I hate it so much.
It's like a play on the mimic. It's fun.
No, do you want to know the joke I keep getting? I keep hearing? I don't know if you are even going to get the joke. You ever heard of Gabagool?
A
No.
Gabagoo.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that.
Well, that's just you being a New Yorker. That's
Yeah.
it. The Pokemon itself and its design
Ghoul.
and its
Did you-
intent is
Gimme Ghoul
fun.
falls into Gadagool, related
No,
to Gabagool.
It looks adorbs.
No,
I'm
it
with
doesn't. No, it
I'm-
doesn't.
I'm with
What
it.
are you talking about?
It looks adorbs. I'm
Dude,
with it.
it looks awful.
I'm with it.
How? It is.
Oh
a
wait.
shape-
Is the treasure chest part of it?
It
No.
has two modes.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It has two modes. It
Okay.
has the treasure chest mode and then the
The
Oh,
dowsing
right.
rod
Where
where it-
antenna
yeah.
bug thing. Yeah, no,
Yeah, no, that looks terrible. But in the treasure chest, I'm with that.
no, none of it. I'm not with it at all.
All right. We
Ugh.
got a new Japanese Godzilla film being made coming November
Yeah, I'm
2023.
sure Drew jizzed his pants big time on that one.
Yep. You join the club.
You got excited. I'm pretty sure he fucking destroyed his pants.
Let's see. Warner, there's two bits of Warner news. One, they canceled Westworld, which I know is a really big fucking show. I've not
Yeah,
watched
so-
it.
Dude, and it sucks because the next season was supposed to be the last season anyway.
Wow, did
Yeah,
not know
no.
that. That's stupid. And then Warner came out saying that they wanted to focus more on franchises.
Can I pause you before you go into which franchise they're talking about? Which would play into. Oh, you didn't hear what franchise they were talking
Nope.
about? Okay, I'll talk on that a little bit. But with the Westworld thing, it cost something like 120 million for a season. So they originally they were getting 12 million views for it, and the previous season got like 4 million views. So they were like, we're not gonna spend that money on that. So it's quasi understandable about it. The
Gross. I
one-
just read what franchises.
You got it, sir. You got it. We need more Harry Potter movies, sir.
If
They're
author
coming.
J.K. Rowling is interested.
You know she loves money. She's in
Now,
Of course.
here's the the issues there. One, it cannot really star Harry Potter unless you're making it about Aurors when he's an Auror. Two,
Cursed Child.
I don't think they would do a Cursed Child movie.
Oh boy.
I don't think they would do a
Oh,
Cursed
boy.
Child movie.
You
Two,
hope they wouldn't. That's what you mean.
You probably don't get the main cast back.
No.
If it means a single dollar is going to JK.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna hurt a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And three, you can't ignore that you just had 2 to 3 Harry Potter universe movies flop. Now I know they don't have Harry Potter in the title, but they flopped.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not act like it isn't what it is right now.
Yeah.
The franchise
the-
is tainted.
Yeah, the irony is the magic has been lost in the franchise.
Now, of course, there's gonna be. I feel like this game that's coming out is going to tell us exactly what the franchise is worth these days,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope it's not worth much.
Sorry, I just saw Gavin's Triton would never fuck up on Jeopardy.
What is?
Wow. Don't say what is Jeopardy, please. Don't say what is Jeopardy.
Who's about to?
Even he knows. Come on.
I
Now.
hope.
We've talked enough about it. He should know.
Okay, next up, Hideo Kojima has basically stated that while he is alive, he is never going to sell his company because he just, like, and he's apparently getting, like, exuberant offers every day, and he's like, at this point, he's like, I just want to make what I want. I don't want studios butting their heads in. I just want to make the shit that I want to make, and I won't sell this company.
He's got the name. He can do what he wants.
Yes.
You
And
say
they're
that,
going
but
to publish
then
it.
Konami didn't want him to do what he was doing.
Well, Konami is a different scenario. Konami got real greedy.
Okay, but what's to stop a Sony from getting real greedy?
Nothing. That's why he's not selling. He's doing his own thing.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Even if his name carries enough clout, all it takes is one exec to go, I don't know if that's going to sell. Let's not do that.
They will publish his games. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, yeah, no. They'll give him the money.
Regardless if they buy into it or not. If he makes a game, guess what? It's going to be published. It's going to be processed and sold.
But so, like, the big thing is, like, right now, since he owns the studio, yes, there are companies that he will, like, work through to get a game out, like a Sony or an Xbox or what have you. Or just releasing it on Steam, because Steam releases fucking everything. Like, I don't think he has to worry about people telling him no at all right now, because he doesn't have, like, a Konami that owns Kojima Productions or whatever, like the old version of it was called. So and just
mind to just know he could turn around and go, I want to make this game, and answer to nobody and just start working on that game.
Exactly. And it's like in my head too, like, again, this is pie in the sky. If for some reason this shit blows up, I don't know if I'd ever want to sell, just because see what happened with Rooster Teeth.
Yep.
And, like, so many of the employees that just got canned recently that they're coming out were just like, yeah, like, you know, after the acquisition, and they're like, things aren't going to change. And they changed.
Yep.
It always is acquisitions.
Yeah.
It's just you got more money to do the things you love to do, except now we dictate the things you love to do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So there's that. The new God of War.
That's part of the reason
God.
you didn't want to build a website with one of your old jobs, because they would own part of it, or all of it.
Yes. Like, I would have to.
Which is, it's such a disgusting practice in
Mhm.
the field of software engineering. It's like, what do you have to do with my own personal passion project? Now, you can say, I can understand if you use their proprietary systems to build something. I can understand the mindset of, we further developed your skills.
Yeah.
So to allow you to build this thing that you may not have been able to do before. I understand part of the mindset of it, but it's such a disgusting practice.
Yeah. All right. We have God of War and Sonic Frontiers are coming out this week. God of War Ragnarok. Getting very good reviews. God of War is. I've not.
It's getting like perfect scores essentially.
Yeah. I will. That one I'm not playing on stream. That one I just want to enjoy on my own free time. But Sonic Frontiers I'm definitely going to be playing after I finish Resident Evil 7. And I am super looking forward to the butt rock. Honestly, the more I've seen of it, the more I'm thinking it might not be too bad.
Yeah, same. I think they put their worst foot forward, and it colored a lot of our perception of it, and now we're just, you know what? Maybe that was part of the marketing. Maybe it's just like, hey, it looks bad, and then when we start getting the good footage, you're like, oh, maybe. So you tempered your expectations, and then when you play, you're like, this is so much better than I thought it was gonna be.
They start off their marketing like it's another Sonic game, which is a loaded statement, and then they're like, but wait, it might be a good Sonic game.
But wait, there's more.
Boy. Which I'm going to be hearing a lot of when I play God of War. Dad of boy. Boy. Dad of teen now. I heard. So one of the things they had to do for when they were making the game was apparently the actor for Atreus hit puberty so hard during the mocap and voice recordings for the game that they had to go back and repitch his voice in some of his earlier lines because his voice dropped so hard.
Listen down, I don't want to go.
Boy, what? I'm sorry. Wasn't expecting this. And then the last little bit of sad news is Aaron Carter passed away at age 34. I hadn't seen anything specific, but I know for the past couple of years he's been having hella drug problems. So can only assume. Yeah, just like the only thing that I saw found in his bathtub.
I think he was into the whole Ice Poseidon RV thing. I can't speak instantly on that, but I believe he was part of that whole clown show with like Andy Dick and stuff.
Yeah, I just know like I know he has like either a young son or daughter, a young kid, and I know the kid had to be taken away from him because of his problems. Very unfortunate. Died super young. I just the only song that I really remember back in the day was "I Love Candy." I believe that was Aaron Carter.
It was.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he did the Kids Around the World or something like that too.
No idea about that song. All right, and then finally, Twitter. What a shit show.
But it's
dude.
such a delicious shit
It
show
is.
right now.
Like, besides the people losing their jobs,
Yes,
of course.
of
That is
course.
always terrible. The only like
The
bit of like,
incompetence.
the only bit of positiveness that I saw from this, which again I think this will also be just a fucking flop, but I'm like, hey, I liked that back in the day. Is Elon Musk wants to bring back Vine. It's like, hey, that was fun, but like TikTok exists now. There's legitimate competition.
People are flocking from TikTok because of their just taking your data, the monetization issues of it, which is why a lot of people are using TikTok to like build a following on YouTube and then just doing YouTube shorts instead of TikToks.
Gotcha.
Monetization is better over there. So if Vine has some form of monetization, it might compete with TikTok.
Maybe. Just, King
I don't
Batch and all
see
them
it
Vine
happening.
stars. King Batch and all them Vine stars just get a resurgence.
Yeah. I don't see it happening because this is incompetence on a degree I did not think possible.
So, just to go over some of the cliff notes. So the verified tag. So originally at the beginning of this week, it was reported that verified was no longer going to be a thing that had like a process that you had to pay a subscription to be verified, and it was going to be $20. Elon Musk was like, no, that's not true at all. It's going to be $8. And then the other thing is that literally anyone can do it. So it ruins the entire fucking point of verification. Now, I will say the current, like the verification process as it was a bit vague. You didn't exactly know what you had to do to get verified. So like there were problems with it, but I knew that Dwayne The Rock Johnson's Twitter account was Dwayne The Rock Johnson's Twitter account. Now, anyone can be Dwayne The Rock Johnson if they pay $8 a month.
Not now.
No, now they'd have to have parody in their name as of today.
As
You
of
didn't hear about that, Mike?
No.
Musk was getting destroyed. So he said, this happened like an hour and a half ago, where he said anybody that has a Twitter tag, they have to put parody if you're impersonating someone. Otherwise, you get permanently suspended. Kathy Griffith has been permanently suspended. I think Sarah Silverman has been permanently suspended because they were both impersonating Musk, just going, I eat my own poop. You should do it too. Yeah, there was somebody that said, I wake up every day and drink my own pee. It gives me everything I need for the day. You should too. Elon Musk verified.
That is.
There was
lovely.
one verified account that was just, my wife left me. And it was Elon Musk pre-hair plug. Yeah. So he went,
Delicious.
no more of that. No more of that, sir.
Delicious.
But that doesn't stop people from the issue with verification when it first came up. It was because somebody was impersonating an athlete and going into people's DMs trying to scam people.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a lot of people, there are a lot of accounts out there, even if they weren't verified, they would go into fans' DMs and just go, hey, I've been locked out of my actual account.
Mm-hmm.
I need such and such amount to unlock it. Can you send it to me? I'll send you some autograph stuff, that type of thing. Because I know several wrestlers like Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss have been hit through this. So it's not going to stop. You buy, let's say, 100 accounts worth of subscriptions for Twitter Blue. You verify them with names of celebrities, and then you just DM a person, and it's just gonna say the person's name on top, and then you go, "Hey, I need some help. If you won the autograph thing, send me this, and you'll be able to do this and blah blah blah."
Mm-hmm.
Like, it could be still very bad. But
So-
he don't see that.
Mm-hmm. So that's one bit. Like midway through the week, there was a bit of like just a rumor that Elon decided to rank all the developers of Twitter by number of lines that they have worked on, like of code that they've committed, and then fired the like bottom X% of developers. And we went over this in the Discord, but that is super, super fucking stupid because typically higher end, more difficult things, you're just not going to be committing as much just in general. In terms of code, usually the fixes will be tinier, but like a very like basically surgical, very precise bits of code that you put in, so you're not committing a lot of code. And then if you just need, go ahead.
A person could, let's just say two people build a site. The more senior developer might be able to write the code more efficiently than the junior developer who's using print log H, print log E for hello and going all the way down. Then the guy just going print console log hello.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be the exact same code, just done better.
Mm-hmm.
But because it's done better, there's less lines of code.
Mm-hmm. So they more than likely fired a good chunk of senior staff. And it's just like, okay, that just was really dumb. And then apparently just in general, they laid off about 3,700 employees across the board. They were then sued by the state of the former employees just because there is a state law for California that I think they need like 60 days notice.
It was either 60 or 90.
Yeah. I think New York is 90.
Okay.
So New York, like employees from New York can also sue. To basically they need that amount of notice to when they get laid off. But apparently Elon has said that
mass layoffs.
Yeah, for mass layoffs. He's going to pay them until like January 4th. So it's like he's kind of, because I guess he had the same problem at Tesla. And now in a report, BG, I think actually you retweeted it, so I'm going to pull that up. Apparently,
Why are you doing that? Oh no, go ahead. You found it.
Actually, go ahead. I still haven't gotten it yet.
See, I said that because when I stopped myself, I forgot what you had said right before you started looking for that.
There we go.
That's what I wanted to say. With what he's doing is essentially the WWE thing. When WWE lets a wrestler go, they'll give them their 90-day non-compete clause. But what it truly means is in 90 days you will be fired. So you'll just sit at home and collect your check for 90 days, and then you will be fired. That's essentially what a non-compete compete is. So what Musk is doing is essentially that. And you are fired now, but you will be officially fired after those 60 or 90 days. But you'll be getting paid, but you are fired.
Yep. So the tweet was, and this was a report by Jason Schreier. He works for Bloomberg. Twitter Inc., after laying off roughly half the company on Friday following Elon Musk's $44 billion acquisition, is now reaching out to dozens of employees who lost their jobs and asking them to return. Some of those who are being asked to return were laid off by mistake, according to two people familiar with the moves. Others were let go before management realized that their work and experience may be necessary to build the new features Musk envisions, the people said, asking not to be identified discussing private information. So that supposed rumor of the thing that I talked about previously where he ranked code is probably true.
Oh yeah, it probably happened.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And of course, dumb decision after dumb decision, and Musk must deflect. Quote, Mr. Musk, Twitter has had a massive drop in revenue due to the activist groups pressuring advertisers, even though nothing has changed with the content moderation, and we did everything we could to appease the activists. Musk wrote on Twitter, extremely messed up. They're trying to destroy free speech in America. One, more than American people use Twitter.
Yeah.
Two, no.
Yeah.
And just two, some of these advertisers that are dropping right now are actually making very good financial decisions and trying to destroy a competitor in another industry. A couple of the people that have dropped advertisements on Twitter are GM and Volkswagen. Because the money that Musk used to buy Twitter was Tesla stock.
Yep.
So if
They are
Twitter
hurting their
tanks,
competitor.
they just shit on Tesla.
It was also one of the dudes that does advertising for a lot of, or marketing for a lot of big companies, said something along the lines of, it's not that they're stifling free speech or anything. It's not anything that they're scared of the direction Twitter's going, because they had questions in March and April when Musk was first talking about this, and he never addressed those issues. So they don't have confidence in his ability to moderate the content and his ability to do anything on Twitter. And then with these changes, he's haphazardly throwing at the wall to try to recoup some of the money he spent buying Twitter. They're going, well, this is exactly what we were afraid of, and we want no part of it. And now he's like, oh, free speech. And then in the Twitter blue bush, he's like, $8 allows your tweets and stuff to be boosted by the algorithm and seen first. And even in the documentation, this is to help prevent bots and stuff. Like, it's not. You're buying your free speech. You're buying a voice on Twitter. It's disgusting, dude.
And apparently the subscription page for Twitter Blue or whatever it is was made in a rush by developers who really probably did not care, because they're like, we're losing our fucking jobs.
Yeah.
Like, so
only the iOS version is out. There's no Android version, so you can't see it through the Android app. There's no web version, so you can't see the verifications through the web version, only through the iOS. And I feel like a lot of the people he's trying to bring back are the web and Android developers.
And I wouldn't trust my financial information on this site with a 20 fucking foot pole. So don't do it.
No.
Do not do it.
The best part was this super far alt-right dude bought it. And he was like, he added Musk like, I bought it, but I don't see my verification. What's going on? And then like 20 minutes later, he was suspended permanently. So he didn't even get what he paid for. He paid $8 to get banned.
Outstanding, though. That's how you got to do it.
Beautiful.
The fact
Oh,
is,
yeah,
this guy has actually gone from somebody that people were really excited to see jump into the fray to a literal clown so fast.
It was almost overnight.
He's the white Kanye.
Yeah,
Or Kanye's the Black Musk.
But legit, it's the same scenario. Somebody who had a genuinely good place and good standing in the public's viewpoint literally poured gasoline over their heads, lit the match with a smile, and went, fuck it. How do we get 2 billionaires who do this in 1 year? How? Like, what are the odds? I can't calculate that.
Well,
It's ridiculous.
Musk has always been something of an idiot.
No, he's an idiot, sure, but he had a standing that was respected, and people were like, you know what? He's making moves in good ways. Like, people were like, okay, he's not the best dude in the world. He's not a moral fucking elitist. But, you know, like, the things he's doing is going to help things.
Ego.
Now?
Once he got all those ass pats, it was just like, oh, everyone likes me. I can't do any wrong. Everybody's kissing my ball. I mean, he got dunked on by a parody gaming website, and then he had to make a skit where a bunch of yes men go, yes, sir, your memes are dank. Like,
Yeah.
his ego.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's all bad, and it's just genuinely sad. Because it's like there's nobody that stays clean. I feel like people who keep getting into the limelight.
Milkshake ducks.
Huh?
Milkshake ducks.
I don't know what that means.
It's a meme where that speaks to a lot of, you know, celebrities that look wholesome on the outside and then are secretly like bad people. So it's a picture of a duck drinking a milkshake, and it's like the milkshake duck is captured the hearts of America, blah blah. And then the very next tweet is milkshake duck has been found to secretly be a Nazi.
Oh,
So it's essentially just a commentary on something that looks wholesome on the outside, and then as you dig deeper, you realize, oh no, that's just an image portrayed.
I think like
to
the one
boost thing.
the one person in my head that got super famous and maintained his image and he was just a general nice person all throughout his life was Mr. Rogers. It's like the one person I can think of.
Like I said, if Spider-Man, if he hits, it's over. Just get the aliens down here.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's over.
All right. Unless you guys have anything else, I think we can wrap this podcast up. I do have facts.
Oh wow! Somebody drew facts. Somebody had to do DA's job because he's a lazy piece of.
Mm-hmm.
He clearly don't want to work.
126 random facts. I tried looking up video game movie facts, but there were no articles.
Yeah.
okay. 260, you said?
126.
126. I can't listen apparently. Fuck it. 69.
1269.
70.
Okay.
12, 69, 70. 10, 12, 69, 70. 111, 123. 99. 10, 12, 69, 70. 71. 88. 65. 99. 111, 123.
All right, I think 70 is the winner.
Oh, that's your boy.
All right. The oldest living animal is reportedly a Seychelles giant tortoise named Jonathan. He is 190 years old.
Oh Jesus!
Yep. Them
Who
giant
would ever
tortoises,
wanna-
man.
Who would ever want to live to be that old? I feel like at some point, once someone is way past their prime, it's time to go.
1832 was when it was born.
Oh yeah, he got into some. I saw him over there with the dogs and the hoses.
This tortoise was secretly a Nazi. No one ever comes out clean.
No one ever. I linked the article to a milkshake duck if you ever want to see what the
Okay.
milkshake duck is.
Let's see. I'm just looking at some of the other ones that let's see if there's any, because these are all pretty short facts. That one was pretty interesting. Okay.
I like animals.
Yep. Alrighty. With that, I think we'll call this podcast a close. Ralph, will we see you next week?
Yes.
Oh, alrighty.
Oh, Mike, what are you doing for streaming this week? What are your plans for this
Oh boy.
week?
tomorrow?
Yeah.
I was gonna be doing something, but I forgot I have board game night. So not going to be streaming on Monday. Tuesday, I'm going to be doing a tiny stream, which I think will be enough to finish Resi 7. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty close to the end.
You should set up a system down in your game room so you can stream some of those board games.
One of these days. The thing is like I would like the setup that I would want to do, in terms of like having at least like 2 cameras and a system down there. That's a lot. It would cost a lot. And I would at that point I would want the stream to like kind of pay for it, and B,
Yeah.
I would need people here.
Yeah.
I would want to do that though. Also got more. I'm starting to just buy more Cards Against Humanity expansions. I bought more.
Of course. It was a rip-roaring time when we were down there.
Yep. Tuesday is gonna be a quick one just because the showing for One Piece that I'm going to is at 9, so I'm gonna like get back from work, stream basically until like 8:30 ish, which I think should be long enough to finish Resi 7. Wednesday Smash, of course, and then Thursday I'll be doing the tournament. But after that, I got nothing planned.
Yeah, good for you. We can run Uno again, so.
I want,
dude,
I want to do.
just talking with Amber about it. I sent her the video that was uploaded. I was dying. I was a salt monster when Mike fucked me over in game 1.
Oh yeah, you were not a happy boy.
I want to do
I
that,
was
and it's
pissed.
we haven't done Mario Party in a long time. I want to do some more Mario Party. It's been too long.
Wow. Brenner.
I keep going back to like basically a good chunk of our top Twitch clips right now is that damn game on Peach's Cake. And it's all
That was a horrible game.
all the shit that went wrong for me.
When you kept getting ones and
It was-
warped.
Yep, warped. The last roll being one short.
Oh yeah, are you in my nuts?
Yeah. Are you fucking
Yeah, that was a
shitting
great
on my
game.
nuts? Get it right, sir.
That was a great game.
All right.
I have nothing except as far as the Twitch goes. Eventually, me and Adam are doing The Devil in Me, which is the new Dark Pictures anthology. We've done them all together. We've only streamed the last one, and we're gonna stream this one too. That's
Okay.
about all we've got going on for streaming. I kind of want to, cause over on YouTube, I have the stream bot set up to do a lot of our channel points and stuff over there. I kind of want to throw it over here as well. Maybe I'll look into that, and then people can play clips while I'm streaming and stuff.
Okay.
Play
Okay.
sound bites. Beyond that, I have nothing going on over there. A list exists. Revisit it.
Is viewer
Just
request month
update-
over?
Oh, it's done with, bruh. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, but the last stream we did for Viewer Request Month was a auction stream where people just auction off their channel points to have us watch videos.
Oh, I saw
That was a lot of
I saw the Comey bit, and I saw the actually that's the same thing. Everything great about Comey.
Yeah. So, oh, dude, animation. It's just so annoying.
It is a very pretty show.
So we're gonna run through that. I'm gonna put up a poll eventually, asking people would like to see it monthly or like bi-monthly. So we can start running through that as well. Just Stop Video interview is either coming out tonight or tomorrow because I again do not feel well.
All right. With that, thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We will see you next week.
Later.